Boy, Ozzy, I did another brilliant video with no sound or no pushing the button. I swear, you guys, I would really think I could almost be losing it and getting senile or something. But Ozzy just did so much good stuff on the wheel. There he goes. He was trying to show Henrietta. Good boy. And T's on there now too. Oh gosh, see now look, I missed all his brilliance. Good boy. But he's fighting against little T on there too. Go, boys, work together. Yay. But anyway, I did a really fun video, you guys, because I had them all. I didn't do this video. I just took a bunch of pictures of Mom running with the Final Four. So if you want to see those later, you can check the website, Shasta, Staffords, and Dobermans, the public site. Good puppies. But for now, they're just out here because it was cool. I was going to bring them in, but see, the sun came out again and it's warming a little bit. And little BB's over there playing like crazy, guys. And no pressure, Allison, but I was just saying how I was so happy the one people kept the name, Joe and Misty kept the name Honey because it really fits her. But I love Ruger for Clover and Marceline. There goes Kazi. Now, Kazi, you're making little Ozzy look bad, but he was doing brilliant, wasn't he, T? Here, my little T-man. I get my little T. Here, T. I'll get T a little snack while we're talking. T's been doing great. Oh, and I want to take a minute actually to talk about this because the guy that I thought was going to be a potential great owner, I still think he'd be an amazing family, but he's actually moving to South Carolina, and the timing isn't great for him, but also I really don't want any more puppies going to the East Coast from this group. So my Cali, Oregon people, if you're listening, let's get in on this action. I have of course, one of my most favorite families ever. I always say it, but it's true. They are all my favorites. If I could ever get them to get this guy, Kazi, that everybody wants, would be perfect. Although the guy going to South Carolina was more interested in my beautiful tiny tiger, and Al's like, don't call him tiny, people think runt. So that gives me a minute to talk about what that means, you guys. I only had one so-called runt in the whole litter ever, and that was Spitfire Lily, and she was just turned out to be a perfectly regular-sized dog, and in fact was the biggest puppy at our 8-month reunion out of everybody. Now, she ended up being average size. I don't know that she ended up the biggest of that litter, but this litter also is going to be smaller in size. See, this chunk monk right there, he's actually probably normal size, but all these guys are just a little smaller, which is what you would expect with a tighter line breeding. But also Asher's not a tall dog at all, and he's got a lot of bone and substance, but he's not overdone by any means. But we've got little Daisy, who's just a tiny pint-sized powerhouse, and I think that's exactly what he's going to be. So I guess for me, the runt idea is a myth, and I was happy that Michael asked the question because I've never had any problems with Spitfire Lily or anything. The only dog we ever had the problems with, and as I talked about her earlier, was Indy with the cleft lip, who ended up remarkably healthy too, but nothing's ever been off. We didn't even notice that Tiny P was tiny until probably at least a week into it, and then we're like, wait, this guy's definitely smaller, but we were busy paying attention to little Minty, who we knew something was a little bit wrong with, and he was definitely fading. But yeah, look at them go. Oh, there they go, working together, boys. There you go. There. Oh, there's that BB up there. Yeah, good job, Beebs. That's Beaver's up there taking a turn, because I had her out today, and she was a little still shy of Willie, so I have the best technique now to get her with Shaq, because Shaq is the dog whisperer, and BB's just getting more and more confident. She's both like bold and nervous at the same. Nervous is a strong word, but like I say, I'm being splitting hairs. She's really got a great temperament. It looks dangerous, you guys, but I already checked, and I don't believe any of their paws can fit in there. So anyway, back to the Tiny T thing. My husband was like, yeah, don't call him Tiny because people think runt. And I'm like, God, I think just adorable. I mean, I really want to keep him, but I can't. If God forbid, something happened to Shaq or Obi, who are my two getting older, then I would keep him in a heartbeat. But I love even numbers, so I'm talking myself into it slowly. But I can't, because really our dogs live just like complete and total members of our family, which, like I always mention, is why I'm not really such a long-term breeder, but I'm so grateful that after all this work and what we perceive to be the best, aesthetically beautiful, but more importantly, thank God we've been so blessed with health, but also temperament. We've got great temperaments in all our dogs. Sure, Willow was a little fiery, and as I pointed out, some people would arguably say that's the only way the breed should be is Willow's temperament, but I disagree. I like them a little less hot, a little less eager to start, and I think we've got that in 99% of our dogs. Oh, look at him. Look at Kazi gonna up the challenge again with the ball, huh? Hi, T-Bone, you gorgeous animal. But look at that dog, you guys. That's why I want to keep him myself for showing, fatten him up, and if anybody does want him, maybe also my sweet doll that filled out a questionnaire in September, and I so apologize, Allie, if you're listening, because yes, I want to talk to you. I just completely forgot, and this happened to me before where I forgot to get back in touch with somebody, but luckily it wasn't too late for those people, and hopefully not Allie. But yeah, little T, or my gosh, one of my very favorite people that own a little guy that looks a lot like this one, which was the brother and sister of Asher and Willow, but his ears went a little wonky. But I'm hoping if they would ever want this guy, we could clean up in the show ring with this guy and give me an excuse to see my favorite people and some of my new favorite people like Janae and Bill up in Washington and Oregon, because that would be really great. So Jay and Jennifer, if you're listening, here's your next Maui. Maybe it fit right in, since little Peanut went by. Maui could be the next Peanut, and you would have Sammy with one of her grandbabies. Would it be grandbaby or great-great-grandbaby, I guess? I hardly keep track. But anyway, you guys, obviously I've wasted my entire day doing all this, and I have to get on some serious other things that are important that I need to do in my life. But this has also been fun, my first chance of getting some lot of one-on-one with the puppies. We all got a movie time last night, didn't we? We were watching a movie, and I kept pausing it to bring out each dog to get them individual time. You getting tired, my man? There's my T getting my Kazi, he handsome. And what about my two over there going crazy? All right, I'm going to turn it off. Let's listen to some good music. How about some Bruce right now? We've listened to Chris Stapleton this morning, and now let's do some Bruce. All right, I'm going to turn it off.